So the next week I drove out to see where this place was when I found out it was pretty close. So we drove on out to Ben Hill. To get some shots, get a feel for the place, for the news.
Pronouns such as we, us, and they indicate more than one person was present. The pronouns we and us always indicate a partnership between the participants. It does not mean they are the best of friends. It may be a limited partnership. However, these pronouns indicate a collaboration. Changing pronouns from singular to plural or vice versa is an indication of deception.
And that was my first taste of that area. I'd been through there, but it'd been a long time. Didn't really remember it at all.
You said, quote, "That was my first taste of that area. I'd been through there, but been a long time. Didn't really remember it at all." End quote. How can it be your first taste of the area if you've already been there before? It doesn't matter if you remember it or not. The fact is that you have already been there. Therefore, it can't possibly be your first taste of the area. Your statement, "That was my first taste of the area," is a lie, since you've admitted to being there previously.
And I just parked down on the main road there, looking up toward the house.
All right, the word just is often used to minimize things. There are several ways we can use the word just. He's a just person, but most of the time when people use the word just, they're minimizing something. Now, it's acceptable to use the word just to minimize time. He just left the building. We don't know exactly when he left the building. If that's important, we would ask more specific questions. But most of the time, it's generally accepted it wasn't, an hour ago. It was 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes ago, but he just left the building. What we're looking for is when people use the word just to minimize their actions. It's an indication they did more than they're telling us. I just went to McDonald's and came back to the office. Again, the shortest sentence is the best sentence. I went to McDonald's and came back to the office. That's a good statement. Why did the person include the word just? They're minimizing. It wants to believe, hey, that's all I did. I didn't do anything else. And by using that word just, it's an indication that they probably did do something else that they're not telling us about. The shortest sentence is the best sentence.
So let's recap, shall we? You first used the pronoun I when talking about going to Ben Hill Road. Then you changed your sentence to we went there. We indicates more than one person was present and that the people present had a partnership of some sort. But you remain adamant that that's how people speak in Tennessee, that people refer to themselves as we. Tim. We both know that's a lie, and we don't need statement analysis techniques to tell us that. We know that changing pronouns is an indication of deception. So why are you being deceptive about who was with you when you went to Ben Hill Road? You said, quote, "That was my first taste of that area. I'd been through there, but been a long time. Didn't really remember it at all." The definition of first is coming before all others in time or order. We know that this statement is a lie, since you've admitted to being there previously. You can't do something first, 2 times. That's impossible, Tim. You said that you just parked down on the main road looking up toward the house. We know that the word just is often used to minimize something. What are you minimizing, Tim? So all in all, these handful of sentences are full of deception indicators. How about telling us the truth? Sidebar, why didn't you say Summer's name at the very beginning of your video? Surely you knew they would get the views. Why not include Summer's Amber Alert details? Asking for a friend. Do you want to know what I think, Tim? I think no, wait. I know that you're being deceptive. I believe you have been to Ben Hill Road before Summer went missing, and that you do remember it very well. I believe you went to Ben Hill more than once, both before and after Summer went missing. I believe at least one of the times you went there, at least one other person was with you. I believe you did more than just park on the shoulder and take some photos. And finally, I believe you know more about Summer's disappearance than you claim to. Why else would you be deceptive?